Kevin here. Welcome to the SnowboardProCamp live chat. We'll be on here for the next hour to talk to you guys, to answer your questions. Anything to do with snowboarding, definitely hit me up. It's March, so we're coming into spring snowboarding. So this is a really fun time of the year. The parks are in North America and Europe, I think, are looking pretty good. We've had a good kind of like late snow season in most places. So lots of snow, great for the parks, and really good weather. Right at the moment, I'm in Incline Village in Lake Tahoe, California. I'm about 20 minutes from North Star, California, about a half hour from Palisades. I'm going to be riding here for the next month. And the last few days, been riding lots of park in North Star, but we are expecting like a few meters of snow on the way in the next like week or two. So lots of POW days on the way still. So winter is not over, and with this snow that we've got coming, it's going to be incredible. Also was in India for a month snowboarding, which was an incredible experience, trip of a lifetime. Going to India, met so many amazing people, got to ride with an awesome crew, and some of the best riding in the world. Not even exaggerating. Gulmarg Resort, one of the best for snowboarding in the world. Incredible place, blew my mind, and incredible experience being there too. So once in a lifetime experience. Hope you guys got a chance to check out some of those videos. Yeah, it was an amazing trip. And yeah, excited to be on here to talk to you guys. Sorry it's been so long, but yeah, we're back. And we've got Bad Riders in the chat. What's up, man? Yeah, let us know where you guys are watching from. If you have an urgent question, definitely feel free to hit that super chat button as well. Great way to support the channel too. If you're interested in any of my gear or checking out some of the sponsors of the channel, that's all linked in the description too. We got Shred1904 in the chat. Bad Riders saying, my sandwich. From a recent Instagram post. We got Alina Zinchenko in the chat. What's up, Alina? Hope you're doing well. We got Nick. Are you going to Palisades soon? Yeah, I think the plan is to go to Palisades this weekend when the snow arrives. So yeah, some Palisades plans. We got Justin Visey in the chat. Yo, what's up, Justin? Thanks for hopping on, brother. Day Job Shredder says, what's up, Kevin? How have you been? Yeah, been good, man. It's been a whirlwind season. So much going on. Started in Utah. Had the start of the season was a little bit slow, a little bit rough, but January the snow came, so we had some amazing POW days in Utah. Continued on through February, riding in India, and yeah, now we've landed in Lake Tahoe. So it's been an incredible season. Been having a great time in the park at North Star. The park there is like world class. The jumps, features, everything are so good at North Star. And yeah, just getting the park skills back. It's been a lot of POW riding this season, so it's feeling really good to get back into the park. Hope you're having a good time out there too. How's your season been? Justin says he's hitting Palisades April 11th to 14th. All right, Justin, man, we'll see you there. Yeah, we're here at least until the 17th and probably until the end of April. Bad Riders has been a member for 13 months. SPC All-Star Team, thanks, brother. He says, members chat top today. There will be a members chat. One travel tip to prepare Nirav and Yannick for Australia. Okay. Travel tip for Australia. Hashtag SPC Aussie Takeover 2024. I love it, man. Travel tips. I mean, travel tips are good ones. You need those. It's something, traveling can be tough. It can be tiring. It can be expensive. So the more you do it, I think the more kind of like those travel secrets you get. So we can definitely use that as a members chat topic. Yeah, if you guys want to become a member, you just hit that join button And then you guys can become members, and we do like bonus chats over there. Nick Curran, what's the plan on the 1st? I'm hitting Palisades then. What day is it today? It's around the 20th or it's today the 22nd. I'm not sure that far out, but we'll probably either be at North Star or Palisades. It depends on the weather. Palisades, I love it for the free riding, but North Star to me is just the park over there is too good to pass up. So we'll be at North Star or Palisades, man. Justin, get them used to Vegemite. I hear that's a thing. I mean, yeah, you don't want to try Vegemite before you go to Australia. I would just save it for once you arrive, and even then, just get an Australian to make you a small piece that you can try, because it's definitely an acquired taste. Mad Scottish saying, India videos were unreal. Awesome. Thanks for checking those out. Yeah, India was such an incredible trip. Yeah, the free riding there was like 10 out of 10, meeting some like incredible snowboarders there. And yeah, just overall was so much fun to make videos in India. Yeah, I think when we arrived, they had like a really good snowfall. So we were riding in like sunny conditions with really good snow. And while we were there, like it snowed at least like 1.5 meters. And so or almost 2 meters. And so we were just like, able to ride some amazing sunny conditions and then in some of like the deepest snow of the season. So got super lucky with India and with an epic crew like showing us around. The one thing there is like there is a lot to explore, but you definitely need some help. So having some of those like local friends and local guides show us around was crucial. So incredible trip. Day Job Shredder, had to take a hiatus for 4 months this season. Been a busy time for me, but I'm happy to say I start my new job Monday. I'm finally moved into Cheyenne, Wyoming. Oh, awesome, man. Congratulations. Yeah, I can remember that you were moving, so it's really cool that you finally made it happen. Congratulations. Was in Cheyenne like a couple weeks ago. I stayed in Cheyenne maybe 2 months ago, just driving through, and drove through it again like maybe 2 weeks ago. So a really cool town. Hama Adventures says, Kev, I am finally getting down some moderate blue runs. Finally getting my knees bent. Awesome. Nice. Good work. Yeah, I mean, just the more you're up there practicing, working on it, the progression is going to come. So that's awesome that you're getting down some blues comfortably. Day Job Shutter, on a brighter note, I was able to get out to Snowy Range, Wyoming today and had loads of fun carving. Oh, amazing. I've never been to Snowy Range, but we'll have to look into that place. We got Bad Riders with a $5 Australian super chat. Thanks, Adam. For Narav's next sandwich, that was the best Instaclip I've seen in a long time. I think he's following along in the chat, so he's... the next Narav sandwich will be on me, or on Adam, is on Adam. So yeah, that was a really funny clip. He sent it with the sandwich, and we'll get him a replacement sandwich. But I think the catch will be he'll have to try that same trick again with the new sandwich. We'll maybe on something even harder. Justin, you picked a good board for India. Yeah, so went to India with the board that Justin gave me, the Arbor Annex. So going to India, I wanted a board that could do kind of everything. So brought the Annex, and it was the perfect board. Just such a good free ride board. Had an awesome time. Thanks, thanks Justin, man. That was incredible. Yeah, on the equipment too. So while we were over there in India, we met an awesome crew of snowboarders. But one catch is it's really tough to find and buy gear in India. There's not like snowboard shops like just down the road. So the crew of us, we all like left a bunch of gear for the local riders. And I think moving forward, I'm going to try to set something up where if anyone has some gear that is still like new, but you maybe don't need or you're not using, or if it's just something new that you want to donate, I'm thinking of starting like a Facebook group where you can connect with people, with snowboarders who are in India, and yeah, just get them out some gear. Because it's an amazing mountain, amazing place, really good riders and really good teachers and guides out there. But yeah, there's just not the accessibility to gear. So if you guys are interested in that, just something to look out for. It's something I'm going to hopefully set up in the next week or so. And yeah, just have a Facebook group so you can connect. And yeah, it's like if you have boards or bindings or outerwear, goggles, anything like that, then maybe, and it's not being used, then maybe you can go to somebody in India who's out on the mountain every day. So stay tuned for all that stuff, guys. Hama saying, working on doing yoga in off-season training, help my cardio and fitness overall. That's an awesome idea. Yeah, I mean, it's super good. Like off-season, even during the season, every day, doing some kind of yoga or stretching or fitness that keeps you like moving and healthy and feeling good is so important. Yeah, something I need to do more of is just like that, being in a good routine like that. Keith says, so sad my season is over. Next winter, can't get here soon enough. Oh no, Keith, where do you live, man? It's over already? I mean, there's still tons of snow here in California. I think most of the country has got some snow going on, but yeah, if you can, I mean, I'm sure like, yeah, next season is a long ways away, but if you can make it happen in the meantime, it's a good way to hold you over. Bad Riders with some advice. What's been a game changer for me has been diet and moderation. Nice, man. The cheeseburgers get Hama. All right, man. Yeah, cheeseburgers are good. We went to we had some epic veggie burgers in a Truckee at a place called, what was it called? My Burger? No. I have to remember what the burger place is called. Epic spot in Truckee, California. Keith says, I live in West Texas. There's not much easy access to mountains. When we were in New Mexico, there was like tons of people from Texas and New Mexico. So I don't know how far it is, but if Taos, New Mexico is one of the best resorts if you do get a chance to go out there. That place is pretty sweet, and there's lots of people from Texas there. So I don't know if it's that far of a drive for you, but that could be an option. How many years have you been skating? Do you mean snowboarding? So I've been snowboarding so I started when I was 15, 10, 20, 27 years. 27 years snowboarding. Oh, Shred 1904, Burger Me. That's what it was called, not Me Burger, Burger Me. Yeah, Burger Me in Truckee is a crazy place for burgers and fries. Keith, Ski Apache is the closest, but that's still a 4 to 5 hour drive. Yeah, that's quite the trip. Is that in Texas or is that on the New Mexico side? Hama wants to know, Kev, when you go riding, how long are you usually on the mountain for? 3 to 4 hours? I guess it kind of depends, but like yesterday we were riding from Yesterday we had a late start, but I would say normally, yeah, like 4 hours. I would say 4 hours is like the average. Depends on the day though. If it's like a POW day and the snow is good, we could be riding from like 9 until 3. But that's not like the typical. I would say, yeah, on average, like 4 hours, especially like in the park. For park riding, like we've been doing our first run, say like at 10:30, and then around, yeah, like 2:30 or 3, we're starting to call it a day. Key says, my buddies and I go to Santa Fe at least once a year in February. May try and sneak up there again. We'll see if the schedule allows it. Yeah, we were riding with our friend Aaron from New Mexico. His family has a place in Taos, and we went to Angel Fire, which was an awesome resort. And then we also went to Taos Mountain, both really cool places. And yeah, can't wait to get back down there. Such some amazing snowboarding in New Mexico. Is Kevin done in Tahoe? We might need a summary. No, I'm back in Tahoe. So it's, I think it's just starting. Yeah, did the season here last year. And yeah, now coming back, it feels good to be back. The resort at North Star is so chill. This whole area is just so like, the nature is amazing. The landscapes, the lakes, the mountains, such a huge variety of resorts too, within like an hour drive. So a really, really incredible place. So yeah, I might be sticking around Tahoe, I think until the end of the season. Oh, Bad Riders, I meant Utah. Like late October until the end of January. And to be fair to Utah, it was like a slow season, like everywhere in North America. So I'm not going to even really count kind of like November and December because those months weren't really that fair. But the snow that came in January was awesome. So I would say the best resort, my favorite resort for powder riding was probably Snowbird. That place was for like the big mountain lines, for steeps, for trees. Snowbird was really really special. Just yeah, tons of steep runs, lots of challenging terrain, super fun. Next, I would have to say that Powder Mountain was really cool. A bit more mellow terrain, but lots of fun trees, lots of interesting terrain, some natural kind of natural half pipe features, and just really quiet too. So Powder Mountain was really fun. We did spend a decent amount of time at Snow Basin, and Snow Basin, again, just some interesting terrain, some good trees, and yeah, not that busy too. So we had some really good POW days at Snow Basin. And all these mountains are fairly big too. Snowbird was the biggest for sure, but the rest fairly big in terms of lots of terrain to kind of choose from. And where else did we spend a lot of time? A bit of time at Brighton. I wish I did hit Brighton up more. The one drawback from Utah was the parking reservations. So that was a bit of a headache, having to deal with the parking reservations. It's a bit of traffic too, with coming in and out of the city and going up and down the canyons. So accessibility in terms of driving and stuff wasn't the most ideal, but it wasn't bad too. And Salt Lake City was a pretty fun and affordable city too. Is a decently affordable place to live. I didn't have that many great days at Park City, but I think I was there mostly when the snow wasn't great. So to be fair to Park City, I didn't have like the most like good snow days there. Um, and then you also have the Woodward Park City, which was a really, I mean, that was pretty fun for having like a terrain park that you could go to anytime and just like pay monthly. That was really cool. The people in Utah are some of the best though. Super friendly people. So many met so many snowboarders and made so many friends out there. So that was the highlight of Utah, is definitely all the friends I made out there. So that was amazing. So I'm definitely really thankful for all the people that got to meet and ride with those few months in Utah. And yeah, might be back at some point because it is like still one of the best places in the world for snowboarding, for sure. Keith says, I do like Angel Fire. Worked near there, guiding fishing and new a few summers ago at the Philmont Ranch. Love that Coumaron / Eagle Nest / Taos area. Yeah, the whole area is incredible. It's very scenic. It's very unique. New Mexico snowboarding, it's kind of like one of a kind because of the landscapes. You wouldn't think there'd be snow or like snowboarding, like resorts there, but yeah, definitely unique terrain, unique landscapes, and so very special place. I can imagine in the summers too with fishing and all that is probably incredible. Sure, 1904, yeah, saying that Angel Fire bike trails were the best. Yeah, while we were at Angel Fire, most of the runs we were doing were like on the mountain bike terrain, so that was really cool. Have you ever thought about climbing Everest? I don't think I'll ever get to Everest just because that's like out of my realm. I do enjoy hiking and all that kind of stuff, but I'm like an amateur when it comes to like proper mountain, like big mountain hikes and climbing and all that kind of survival stuff. I'm more of a beginner in all those areas. So if there was like a gondola or like a chairlift at Everest, then that'd be different. But for me getting out there, I don't have any of the skills for Everest. But it was kind of cool being in India and being near the Himalayan mountains. And I think K2 was closer to us. But yeah, Everest is in that range. So it would be cool to visit kind of the towns and be in some of the areas near there. But I don't think I'm ever going to do anything where I'm actually getting up into those mountains. That's much too advanced for me. Hama says, I went to Brighton from your recommendation. Did terrible on those greens. Oh no. First time on catwalks and a lot of trail merging, but did the Sunshine Green Run from the top of the mountain. Learned a lot. Oh, awesome, man. Well, I'm glad you got out there. And yeah, I hope you had overall a good time. Bad Riders. So Kev, what are your summer plans for this year? I see what you're getting at, Bad Riders. So I think up until July, so I'm going to be here for most of the spring, Tahoe. But for June and July, probably going out to Mount Hood. And if you guys want to come to the High Cascade Snowboard Camp, and if you want to do some riding with me, check out in the description. There's a link and a promo code SPC 2024. And if you use that code, you can get some coaching with me. So check that out. High Cascade Snowboard Camp in Oregon, best place in June, like kind of mid-June to early July for some snowboarding. But past then, I'm not sure yet, Adam. Could be Australia, could be Argentina. We'll see. We'll see what happens. That's a long ways away, man. Mika, hey Kev, what's the best place to ride in the summer? Beginner slash intermediate? Mika, I would say the best place to ride in the summer is, so like summer as in like, Mika, winter, where are you? Where do you live? Are you in the US? Because in the summer, really the only place to snowboard is Mount Hood in Oregon. And I guess there are some there is some beginner friendly terrain and intermediate. There are camps that you can take. Oh, Mika, you're in Europe. Okay. So in Europe, it's a bit different. So to be honest, there's not a lot of beginner friendly terrain in Europe in the summers. Let me think. So I have seen beginners on the top of in Zermatt in the summertime, but I think they come up from the Italy side, so they come up from Cervinia, and you can take a gondola. There's a gondola that takes you up there from the Cervinia side. You can also go up from the Zermatt side, from the Switzerland side, but if you come up from that side, there is a difficult T-bar that you have to take to get back to the gondola. And I think it's not beginner friendly, not even really intermediate friendly. I'd say you have to be like a high level intermediate to ride the T-bar. It's like a 4 like stage like difficult T-bar to get back. But if you can get that gondola from the Italy side, from Cervinia, then it's definitely more doable. So I think that is the most friendly. Maybe you could also do Hintertux in the summer in Austria. But again, it's not like the most kind of beginner friendly terrain. If you're an intermediate, it's doable. So I'd say Hintertux is an option too. And then you also have the Stubai Glacier. Stubai Glacier, I think the main way to get up though is a T-bar again, which can be difficult for if you're an intermediate, and impossible if you're a beginner. So, I mean, I would say all those places are not easy, but if you're like more intermediate and you don't mind the T-bars, then each one of those can be doable. So there's a few options for you. I hope that helped. Bad Riders, I have a Hotham trip planned for July, but after that I'm free. After Sai, I can meet you in Perisher and we can start our video series, Bad Habits with Bad Riders. Love it, man. I think we talked about this before too, Adam, that you were maybe going to be able to go to South America with some friends. So maybe that's an option too. Yeah, let me know if you are still thinking about that, because it could be Australia or it could be South America as well. Shed 1904, Les du Alpes, Zermatt, Hintertux, probably the most friendly terrain, but a steep one to get to them. Bad Riders, Europeans don't need beginner-friendly terrain. They jump straight to reds and blacks. Sometimes, that's true. Guilherme says, how is the snow at North Star? Good or too slushy? No, it was very good, not too slushy at all. I mean, the last run of the day, it starts to get slushy like towards the end, but most of the day, the snow is like perfect. Justin says, sorry, I had to step away for a bit. You hitting up High Cascade? I may have missed it. Justin, yeah, man, I am hitting up High Cascade. So yeah, going to be there for session 1, 2, and 3. Use promo code SPC 2024 to do some laps with me. Link in the description if you guys want some coaching. And Yeah, Justin, I don't know if you can make it out, but even if you come out too, if you can't do a camp, even if you come out for just some fun days, that's awesome. It's an amazing place. Mika says, thanks, I'll check out Zermatt or come to Mount Hood. Oh yeah, Mika, yeah, look into Mount Hood too. It's amazing in the summer. Yeah, very chill place. Bad Riders, South America is on the cards, but the changing political situation has me a touch worried and hesitant to travel. We'll elaborate in members chat. Okay, sounds good. I mean, just forget about the politics and go. I mean, everywhere's got issues really, so it's a risk coming to Australia, hanging out with all you Aussies. Hama, is High Cascade mainly for park riders? I am interested, just want more info. So there is also just runs you can do as well. From top to bottom, it is weather dependent. So some seasons there's a ton of snow and you can have like really like good laps from top to bottom. Other years it has been like more thin, the coverage. So it's a little bit dependent, but there are just definitely like you can just still do laps. It's not just purely park, although you can just make it like a complete park trip. But there are still runs where you can just do laps of the chairlift. That's the cool thing about Mount Hood and the High Cascade Camp is that you can still just be doing laps of the resort from top to bottom and having a good time. Especially if you want to make sure that there is more snow. If you come earlier in the summer, it's kind of like a good way to guarantee that there's going to be some snow around. Each week it does get thinner and thinner. Especially if you're coming like end of July, that's the most risky time to come. But mid-June, it's pretty consistently decent coverage on the mountain. Awesome guys, so might hop off of here now and go over to the members chat. If you guys want to continue talking, just hit that join button, become a member. And yeah, to everybody, thank you guys for hopping on here. And I hope everyone's still able to do some snowboarding. And yeah, appreciate you guys being subscribed and for hanging out and for following along with the videos. If you guys have any video requests too, just hit me up in the comments. Yeah, if you guys have any video requests, I'm always open to taking those. And I mean, a ton of the videos have been ideas from you guys anyway, so always open to that. But yeah, thank you guys for being on here. Hope you're having a great start to your weekend, and I'll talk to you guys later. Awesome. See you guys.